that this Bible is much like if you were to go to, say, a Menards or a Home Depot, and you were to buy lumber. Now, a lot of times now you get a cart, but have you ever been where you got pieces that are too big to put on the cart? And you go up to the desk and you tell them what you need, and they ring it up for you, right? And then when you get the receipt, you're supposed to drive around the back and they'll put it in your car. Anybody done this? See, that is exactly what our lives are like. Most of us come to the place that we realize, I need something. And we know that the place that we get it is from Jesus. And so we go to Jesus and we realize we can't buy it. We can't afford it. I can't produce the change. We surrender to the will of God. We surrender to the plan of God. And it's much like going to the cash register and they ring up whatever it is that you came to the store for. And there are more zeros on the end of the number than you hoped there would be. And you realize, I can't afford this. And at that moment, it's like that's when Jesus steps in the picture. Because some things in life are priceless, but for everything else, there's the master's card. And the master steps in and he swipes his card and he says, I pay for that on your behalf. And what happens is you get the receipt to show that you have everything that you need now to accomplish what it is that you're doing, whether you're building or redoing your yard or whatever it is you're doing. And the problem is most Christians go from that moment and go, yes, I have everything that I need. I've got my receipt. See here, it says that my God shall supply all of my needs. It says in here that by his stripes I was healed. It says in here that I'm a new creation. It says in here that all of these wonderful things that it says in here. The problem is you never drove around to the back of the store and picked it up. You took your receipt and you went home. And you think you got what you need. The problem is if you don't work the Word of God, if you are just a hearer and not a doer of the Word, you're like a fool who looks at himself in the mirror and goes away and forgets what kind of person he is. It is activation of the Word of God that produces change, yes?